Hi everybody, it's Gail, and I'm here with another journal share. I hope you all are doing well. I'm having a pretty good day myself. I am here with my handy trusty water bottle so I can talk to you all. So I will occasionally be taking sips from that. This is a tall skinny journal that I used my latest digital collection called Jolie en Bleu, and I've added a few other digitals, but mostly it's from that kit that I've just recently released. This journal is about 10.5 inches tall, and depending on the page, it's anywhere from 4 to maybe 4.25 inches wide. I have covered this in fabric, 3 different fabrics. Let me show you the back because you can, well, let me untie it first. This is just a wraparound closure, and I used some sari silk to do that, so it is removable like so. And then let me just show you the back real quick. These are the 3 fabrics that I used. There is a blue check fabric that I thought was just such a pretty color of blue, and then some like blue toile fabric that's been cut. It's printed on canvas and then it's just been cut and frayed and aged. I did not do this. I've purchased this years ago from an Etsy shop, and still had some left. I don't know that I've only used a little bit of it, so I was glad to find that. I thought it went well with the coloring. And then this is just some faded blue floral fabric that I've had for many years, and a long time ago I aged it and just always liked this particular fabric. These 2 pieces I did a zigzag stitch around. This fabric is glued to the journal. This is a single signature journal, and it's got a 5-hole binding stitch, and there is a dark blue ribbon. The front, what I did was I used an image from Raven Printable Design, and I layered her on some book page and 2 different shades of packing paper, and then did a zigzag stitch around all of it, and then glued that to the surface of the journal. And I also used a small doily that I cut apart so that I could layer the lace on the edge of the doily. Actually, I don't think it was a doily. I think it was a coaster because it was quite small. So that's the basically that's the cover of the journal. When you open it inside, there are 2 pockets in the front. In this small front pocket, I have added some of my watercolor doodles. This one I just folded in half so I could tuck it in the pocket. I have added this fabric swatch card. It's a digital from Sampool Designs. And then I just put in some little pieces of fabric, scraps, and a lace scrap. And then this book page pocket, let me take these out. What I did here was, this is a digital from my Bits and Bobs collection in the shop. This was scanned off of an actual envelope that I created, and did some fabric collage on the envelope. It's a 1937 envelope. I had added some lace and some buttons and done some stitching around it, and added this image of this bluebird. And when I was all done, I scanned it and added it to that Bits and Bobs collection. So I just thought it went well with the kit. And then there is the, this is one of the 2 policy envelopes in the kit. And on the back, I did not do anything to the back. I didn't even add a closure. I'm leaving that for whoever receives this journal, because they can then do the closure the way they like. But I did add a tag inside, and my backs of most of my tags and journal cards are always ready for journaling. I did layer some hymnal music inside this envelope. And then there is a kind of a secret pocket right here between the cover and the front page. So let me show you. Just slips in and out of there. This is a reproduction of an antique letter I had. I printed it on parchment paper. There's room for journaling on the back. And just did a little bit of aging to it. I believe this letter was 1607. Look at the beautiful writing. So anyway, here is the pocket inside. Also, I forgot to mention this journal. This journal is actually a paper bag that I cut down and deconstructed, and that's why you'll see some brown paper here. That is the actual brown paper bag. And then this pocket, this just tucks down inside. And there you have kind of a little secret pocket. Let me just stick these back in here. And then on this page, I've done a large tag with an embossed design. And again, on the back, room for journaling. I did use one of the pages in the kit for the background on this. It's a scan of some lace I have. And then I made a lace pocket here, and I added some more of that dark blue ribbon. Now this page is in the kit, but what I did was this page in the kit is actually on this side when you open it. And when I turned it over, I still couldn't get the page with the bird on it facing in the direction I wanted by using the whole page. So what I did was I cut the page in half, and then I attached this page to the next page, which is some stained paper. I stitched through this paper here before I glued it to this page, so you won't see the stitching through on the other side. And then I have a little fabric tab right here that I have sewed on. So back to this page, this stained paper, and then I did some stenciling down here. This page, whoops, I missed one. There we go. These pages, again, are all in the kit. I forgot to put that tag back. I'll do that later. When you turn it over, this page is not in the Jolie en Bleu kit. This is in the Faded Grace kit. But I thought that it worked well with this, and that's why I used it. And then I have this lovely doily that I've added, and it's very thin. It's just lovely. If you saw my last video, my vacation haul, you would have seen I have two of these doilies, and I used one in this journal. And then this page is some paper that I have stained, and then I stamped it with one of Sam Poole Design stamps. And then on this page, we have some authentic 1857 ledger paper, and I did this as a fold, so you can fold this out and do whatever you like with it. You could add paper for journaling, you could add photos, you could add images, you could add pockets, whatever strikes your muse. And then if I fold it out this way, so it's just a flip, foldable flip. Excuse me. I did use a couple pages from Roxy Creations, her background pages. I'm thinking it was her plain backgrounds, but don't quote me on that. I did use a couple of her backgrounds as backgrounds for my images. So that's what this one is. And then this is from one of my antique French books. It's on cotton rag paper, which I love. And love the color. This is that lace paper. It is a page, like I said, it's a page in the kit, and I had used it on the back of the tag and the front. I can't talk today. Of course, that's nothing new. This page I did a tuck. What I did was I took one of the tags and I cut the tag top part off and just attached it as a little tuck. And then I have, this is an authentic receipt or invoice. I did add the faux age tape because there were some rips in it and I just wanted to keep the page intact. So I added the tape, and then this is just a little, it's not a postcard, but I think when I look at the back, it may have been in a photo album, and I forgot what they call these, but it's a cardstock, and it's vintage, definitely vintage. This is one of the pages in the kit, so let me tuck these back in. And then this is another authentic invoice or receipt. I did add some washi tape along the center because it's been folded for years probably, and I just wanted to keep the fold from breaking down any further. I love this color. This is another page paper that I dyed, and I love how they turned out. On this page, this is one of the tall pockets in the kit, and I did cut it down a little bit and curved the edges because I wanted to see more of this tag than the pocket was allowing for. It's my favorite part, I think, of the whole kit are these ancient doors. Well, I think they're ancient because I made them look that way. Digitally, I made them look that way. And then I just added this chiffon ribbon, and again, room to journal on the back. This is another antique French book I have. It's just a larger one, and it's the cotton rag paper. This is a flip. It is an authentic envelope from 1948. And I added some fabric hinges here and on the inside. I liked, this is the inside of the envelope, and I liked the look of it, so I didn't cover it. And inside is the letter. It's a typed letter that goes with the envelope. I'm thinking Whitley Vicarage, Dewsbury. I'm thinking this is English. I think this is an English envelope. And I tucked this little black and white photo that I had into the envelope. So there's actually room to journal here, and you can do whatever you like with this page. And then when I turn it over, I did a little bit more stenciling up here. I added another fabric tab and just did a few little cross stitches here on the fabric before I attached it to the page. This is one of Roxy's background papers. This is the center of the signature. Am I all in frame? Let me just bring it up close because I just love the way that turned out. Here's another one of those tall pockets that's in the kit. And again, I just did some rounding of this edge and cut this down a little bit just because I wanted to see her behind the pocket. And I did some more embossed paper on the bottom. And some more of the antique French book. So you see there's a lot of pages to work with here. On this one, it's turned over here. Let's get this right. Okay. On this one, I just added a little lace flip here. And then I added a little scrap that I had And this is some more of that dark blue ribbon. And I attached that with a bulb pin, and then there's just a little dangle. This was actually an earring, and I just cut off the earring part. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a little tiny bee on that, and I just thought it was so cute for a dangle, so I added that. This is that paper that I dyed. And then I did add one of the kit pockets on this page and added a tag. This is in the kit. And I added another watercolor doodle page, and this was done on some of that rag paper out of the French book. This is the other side of that French receipt or invoice. And another little fabric tab. Here I did a tuck. Excuse me, a corner tuck. I took some book page and some tea-stained lace paper, made the tuck, and then these hydrangeas, which by the way are one of my top favorite flowers, I fussy cut them out of one of the journal cards and attached that to the tuck. And then I took, this is a scan of, again, an old handwritten letter. It's dated, I don't know if you can see, it's very tiny, but it's dated 1871. And I printed this on newsprint, aged it a little bit around the edges and everything, and then the back has got room for journaling. And you could always slip something into this, a little photo or a little card. And then I just put that in the tuck. Let's see. The other side of that book page. This is the other side of the ledger paper, and it too is a flip. And then this is the last page. No, it's not. I lied. I don't even know my own journal. Silly me. Oh my. I did get sleep. I did. I got some sleep. I don't know. This is a part of an envelope that I had in my stash. It was cut in half. So I decided to make a little pocket out of it. And then this side could be a tuck. I didn't glue it down because I figured I would let the new owner decide. But again, I liked, show it this way without I liked the inside of the envelope, so, sorry for the glare. So I left that alone, but I collaged it with some, this is one of Roxy's papers, and then I used some fabric also to collage it. This paper here I just carried over on the flap, and then I took the flap and I took this rusted paper clip, and I did seal the rust on it so it shouldn't stain, but we don't mind a little stain, and just clipped the envelope on there so that the new owner can do what they like with it. They might want to permanently attach it, they might want to move it, they might not want to use it at all. So, and then I just collaged this tag on an old, not old, I made it look old, on like an index card but the one with the grids. And then there's a little embossed vellum up here that I colored with some blue and gold. So I tucked that into this little pocket. If I can get it back in. There we go. And then the flower shows through the window. So let's move on from the it's not the last page. There's some more of that dyed paper I did, and I just added a little book page scrap up here. Whoops. And then I had these tucked into this little flap. This is a tag actually from one of my kits, and I can't think. It's the Junk Journal add-on for the Bleu kit. That's all I can remember. And then added some seam binding, tucked that in. And then these are just two labels. These are from an Etsy shop called Souvenir Prints. So I tucked those in the pocket. There's the other part of the doily. I've added a fabric tab there. I did some stenciling on this stained page. And now we're to the back page. So, oh my. I used, again, Sampool's stamps on the bottom there. And let me just pull these out. This is not a pocket, it's just an image. It was one of the journal cards in the kit, and I just cut it down and put it on top of this pocket. And then I created this little, I don't know what you call it, like an upside down matchbook scrappy pad. And just added some scraps of paper in here, and there is a little piece of watercolor paper. And then this label here is what holds the flap down. I added some book page and a little piece of lace. I learned how to do this from Mimi's Keepsakes. I love these, so I kept a copy for myself so I would always know how to make them. This is one of the envelopes from the kit. I did not put anything in it, but I will. I will put a little surprise in there for the new owner. This is another copy of another handwritten letter of some type. It's dated 1901, and again, I printed that on newsprint and aged it a little bit, some faux age tape, and there's room for journaling on the back. And then this is an original French receipt or invoice, I'm never sure. Tuck that in the pocket. And then this back page also has a secret little pocket, and inside that I just tucked a vintage magazine page. Let's see, it is the Harper's new monthly magazine, so I tucked that into the pocket. I'll put that in later. And then we're at the end. That's the back of the journal. So I really like the way she turned out. I think she's beautiful. And I just think that there is so much yet the new owner can do with this journal and truly make it their own. I have a little extra I'm sending along with the journal. And these are pieces that I thought I was going to use in the journal, and I didn't, since I decided to leave it for the new owner to decorate. But what I did was I took all the bits and pieces, some I fussy cut, some I didn't, and first of all, I took some tissue paper and printed on it and made this lovely little bag per the directions of Heather at Ruby and Pearl. I love these little bags, and I hope I'm not wrong, but I think this paper may be Roxy Creations, or it could be Chapter 1. I've had it in my files for a while, so I'm not remembering very well. But anyway, I made the paper bag for that sound, and then I'll just show you what I did. So I had fussy cut the small tags that are in the kit. And there are some circles in the kit that I fussy cut. Just go through those quickly. That and this one. And then I had two little labels on that same page. These are the journal cards that are in the kit, except for that one that I cut down and put on the pocket. These are some of the Polaroid style images that are in the kit. And then pockets. This pocket I had cut down. I was going to use it and then decided not to. The pocket in the kit is a little bit taller. It's got more text at the top, but I cut it down. Here you can see I cut about that much off. And then this is the pocket in the kit. This is the pocket in the kit. And I think most of them, this one I did on some scrap paper. So, but these I added some book page. That one? Yes, and this one I had added some book page to the back. These are the mini envelopes that are in the kit. And then there were these little mini rectangle images. And then the tags in the kit. This one I had cut the tag top portion off. I was going to use it for something and didn't. And then these are some of the tags in the kit that I didn't use. And they're ready for the new owner. These are paper tabs that I didn't use since I went with fabric. This is just a scrap left over from that first page with the bird on it. And then some of the butterflies that are in the kit and labels that are in the kit. These are the collage strips that are in the kit that I had cut out. I was going to use them and didn't. The frame is in the kit and I cut it out and I had this image of the swans I put behind it and then just did some paper on the back and then decided not to use it how I was going to use it. So this is ready to use for someone. This is the other policy envelope and it is glued together. And I did put a little book page in there just to strengthen the flap. And then these are a couple of the pages, excuse my hands, a couple of the pages that I didn't use. This is the faux washi tape and the collage page. Oh, how bad I wanted to use that swan, but I left it for whoever gets this kit. So anyway, those goodies will come with the journal kit. And now, that's the end of this journal. And I want to thank you for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you every single time. I hope you all are having a great day, and I hope that the week coming will be kind to you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.